I'm often asked by parents, why would they choose a St Leonard's education? And I think that the real factors for me is that there is a deep understanding and a capacity to articulate the essential journey of a child throughout those years of education. We start as 3-year-olds in ELC. We have the Reggio Emilia approach, which really does put the child at the very centre of all learning. It makes the child the most important part. It builds that sense of connection to a school and to an environment and starts to develop that passion and love in learning. We connect this very quickly in prep and through to year 4 with the International Baccalaureate Primary Years program. The framework of this program is really about inquiry-based learning, and it's also one that draws all the disciplines. It's seen as a transdisciplinary approach, and that's very important at an age where young people need to make connections. As we move into middle school, we see the transdisciplinary move to an interdisciplinary. And then increasingly, as we prepare young people for university, we move to the disciplinary approach that we see emerging in VCE and IB. For a school to be able to articulate that and not just see the journey as a mixture of discrete learning opportunities, I think is very important. And I think it comes to this sense of providing a holistic education. What we're looking to do here is to prepare young people to take their place in the world beyond school. We want them to be able to work together irrespective of gender. We want there to be this sense of mutual respect. Then what we know is there is no empirical evidence to demonstrate that single gender or co-education schools are going to provide a greater academic result at the end of the day. But is it the academic result that we're most concerned about? And I think that what we're talking about in the essence of co-education is developing young people in a mutually respectful way for the world that exists not just within school but outside of school. But what we see as a real essence of a great education is that which we offer in the co-curricular, taking young people out of the classroom, out of the natural setting and putting them into environments where they're going to learn more about themselves. And that may be in the theatre, it may be in the sport, it may be in the drama, but there are many different environments in which we think it's very important they explore these talents. When I think about what it is that really defines an education here, I look to the quality of the teachers. I look to the quality of the relationships that exist between teacher and taught. And so for us, the vision is to make sure that we continue to secure the very best teachers. And once we have those teachers, what we look to do from there is to make sure that we develop those. This must be a pattern of learning that is evident in our teachers as well as in our young people. The international community we see as important. Our Year 9s who every year travel away overseas and they look to connect to communities in places such as Fiji, Thailand, Vietnam, China, Borneo, all very important. They start to understand that they have a responsibility. They're not just citizens of Bayside, they're not just citizens of St Leonard's College, these are indeed young people who are citizens of the world, and I think it's very important they understand the significant contribution that each one of them can make. We believe that what we're doing here is creating an environment where all of our young people get a sense of the way in which they can have a positive influence on this community, and by building a sense of confidence in them, increasingly show how they could bring that sense of influence to their local community, national community, and also the international community. We see very realistically that already students in a school setting are showing great leadership, not just locally, but abroad as well.